Live from the Caterpillar Global Communications Center at Bradley University, this is BUTV News.
Good evening and welcome to BUTV News. I'm Mark Berger.
And I'm Megan Ruger-Smith. Let's take a look at the news.
The Chem and Biochem learning community held an event last week to celebrate Black History Month. Participants could paint, relax, and connect with other students. While watching the film Hidden Figures, students painted artistic expressions including muscles, the iconic double helix DNA strand, and Black figures of importance in the field like Ben Carson. The idea behind the event is that there is a different reason for each student to be in this program, and these paintings represent those reasons.
Last Friday, Late Night BU hosted a neon-themed night. Markin was glowing with exciting activities. Reporter Olivia Clausen gave us an inside look into some of the fun.
On February 25th, the Markin Center was transformed into a neon playground with a variety of activities and crafts being held around the building. The event had everything from painting to a silent disco to mini golf. Students partied the night away alongside the bright lights.
So right now we have this shooting game. We also have yoga upstairs, and then we have Dippin' Dots, and we just have a lot of other things that, are neon themed.
The guests were also able to bring home some memories of the night by taking some silly pictures in the giant neon photo booth. Plus, whatever crafts and/or decorations they had created could be brought back to their dorms with them. Even Spider-Man himself swung by. Alongside the fun activities, food and beverages were also provided by Late Night BU.
My favorite activity has probably been the one where it's kind of like a mixture of laser tag and paintball. I'm not really sure, well, I can't really remember what it was called, but when I was doing it, I had a lot of fun.
Late Night BU will be hosting 2 more events this semester before the summer break begins. For more information, you can visit Bradley's website. From BUTV News, I'm Olivia Clausen.
If you were in the Student Center last Thursday, you may have seen NPHC hosting their stroll-off. They hosted the event as a part of NPHC Week.
Bradley University's National Pan-Hellenic Council, or NPHC, held a stroll-off in the Student Center on February 24th. The goal of the stroll-off was to be able to showcase the different chapters a part of NPHC while also connecting with the Bradley community during Black History Month.
Today we had our stroll off, so we came to entertain, we came to have fun, connect with the community and campus during Black History Month because our steps and strolls are historically Black and they come from roots of Africa. So we wanted to come out and show campus, Black History Month, let's celebrate us and celebrate Black people.
The stroll-off went over well with both chapter members and the audience in attendance. Blake Sarton, a member of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, performed at the stroll-off and was pleased at the response.
This was actually my first stroll-off. Being a member, and it was definitely surreal. Like, I didn't know what to expect. All the hard work and the practice that we've done as a chapter, it definitely paid off. Everyone enjoyed the strolls from us and everybody else.
The stroll-off was part of NPHC Week, with events running from February 23rd through February 26th. NPHC hosted a speaker on February 23rd to inform the Bradley community about the history of NPHC. They also hosted a room at the Late Night BU held on February 25th to make cards for the Dream Center in Peoria, leading into their day of service on February 26th.
The day of service, because as we said, National Pan-Hellenic Council, we're about service as well. So we're going to go deliver those cards to Dream Center Peoria and make some guest day that we're hoping to do that.
Follow along with upcoming NPHC events on their Instagram at BU.NPHC. In addition to Instagram, you can also find more information about NPHC on the Bradley Greek website. For BUTV News, I'm Madison Pratt.
An organization here on Bradley's campus is taking strides in helping children in the Peoria community.
While it may not be the biggest organization on campus, Camp Kesem is dedicated to making a huge impact in the greater Peoria community.
We support kids in the Peoria area whose parents struggle with cancer and are fighting their battles, or whose parents have unfortunately lost their battles to cancer. And so we're just essentially trying to remind them what it's like to be a kid again.
Camp Kesem hosts a variety of events and fundraisers so that anyone can get involved in helping the kids of the Peoria community.
We actually have a general meeting coming up on Thursday, March 3rd at 5:30 in Bradley Hall, room 50 in the basement. That's for anyone who's interested in getting involved and just learning more about what Kesem is. I'm going to be wearing a onesie. It's kind of like a camp fancy event, so if you want to see me like looking silly, that's also a reason to come.
If people want to get more involved than just fundraising, Camp Kesem also offers options for that as well.
Okay. So actually our biggest thing coming up right now is we have counselor applications open for anyone who would be interested in working directly with our campers. And so applications are open right now until March 15th. If you're interested in applying, you can email us at bradley@kesem.org.
For BUTV News, I'm Ryan Dempsey.
Last Monday, students and faculty were available to register for a fundraising event with St. Jude's Children's Hospital. Everyone was open to come to the table at the Student Center to register through a QR code. Participants were given small prizes and entered into a raffle giveaway.
Honestly, the options are endless with how to raise money and to make sure that we can give as much as we can to these kids. So we always welcome new and creative ways to fundraise. Of course. Do you want your stickers?
The raffle location this year will be at the Elevate Trampoline Park, where they will be celebrating the accomplishments they've made over the past year. There will be free food and free games, and they will also have some great prizes in store for top donators and raffle winners.
Dr. Jill Cassad is an art historian and theorist who is a professor at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. Cassad visited Bradley's campus last Thursday to present a Visual Voices seminar.
Every year, the Department of Art and Design invites renowned artists to partake in the Visual Voices lecture series. Cassad kicked off this semester's series with her lecture titled Melancholy as Medium.
Melancholy is something like those old passions. It's a kind of holding on to the as yet unacknowledged, unmourned dead, and not letting go.
Cassad has found that the art world doesn't need to play by the rules, and that is what helped spark their passion for art.
We could experiment and play and also be critical.
Cassad explained that art mediums have been taken for granted over time, and there is now room to be creative and spark discussions.
Basic premise here is that we are so afraid in this culture of anything that's outside this unbelievably restricted bandwidth.
Cassad presented their short film during the lecture, also titled Melancholy as Medium, which was brought about by the COVID-19 pandemic. Following the film, students were able to engage in a thoughtful discussion. For BUTV News, I'm Mallory Clark.
Coming up, what's happening with the weather and some entertainment world updates.
Later, an interview with Bradley's student body president.
Listen, you're my friend.
I noticed you haven't really been yourself recently.
Yeah, I feel like something's up.
How are you?
Are you okay?
Is there anything you want to talk about?
I just want to know how you're feeling.
And listen, even if you don't know what to say, I'm here to talk.
No matter what you're going through,
I just want you to know I'm here.
I've got your back.
When you want to talk, I'm here.
Roll over. Chance high five. All right.
When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover all the things that make them unique. And your mother and... I am totally a hot person. Right, guys? Thanks for being honest. They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love. Adopt pure love at theshelterpetproject.org.
Warm weather is finally here, but for how long is the question? I'm Jake Buds, and I've got all the weather news for you. Let's begin by having a look out on campus. Looking out on campus, we can see that part of the student body has taken part in playing Frisbee and also with some hammocking outside due to the warm weather that has come our way. Now looking over onto our maps. Now, going to our forecast map, we have a slight chance of possible sprinkles this evening, but overall a fairly clear night ahead of us. Tonight we can expect some partial cloud coverage with some northeast winds blowing anywhere from 7 to 10 miles per hour with gusts as high as 22 miles per hour. Now onto our temp map. Here in Peoria, we're settling at a comfortable 60 degrees right now, but we will see a slight drop as the sun begins to set. We can expect our temperature to drop to a low 31 degrees tonight, but as this system rolls through into the weekend, warmer weather is sure to follow. Now on to our 5-day forecast. Now, as mentioned before, we will see a slight temperature drop going into Thursday with temps reaching a low of 27. However, as this week progresses, we will see a temperature increase into the weekly high of 69 degrees on Saturday. These warmer temps will be bringing some scattered showers into Saturday afternoon, along with the possible chance of thunderstorms before midnight. Now, after the storm system, we will see another drop in temperatures into next week, but do not worry too much because the odds of snow are very minimal. Now it's time for your entertainment news with Alec Brandt.
Have you been sleeping under a rock? No? Because I have. About a week ago, the hottest new game, Elden Ring, was released and took the internet by storm, and I had no clue about it. Produced by Bandai Namco and From Software, the gameplay is similar to that of Dark Souls, where the whole gist of the game is you start fighting as this little character person, fighting these big bad bosses within this fantasy world, which they worked with George R.R. Martin, by the way. But the twist that makes this game different and what people praise it for is its open world exploration. In most games, you have to follow a certain linear path by going to certain areas to discover parts of the story. In Elden Ring, it actually gives you that chance to choose your own path and explore wherever and whenever you want. The game is on PlayStation 5, Xbox, and Steam. Go check it out for yourself and see if it's the true Dark Souls of games. Kim Kardashian and Kanye West, Ye, have officially gotten divorced. It's no surprise that this is finally happening. If you kept up with the news for a while, you'll notice that Ye has kind of been on a downhill slope lately. He fused that Kim be single for a while and has had multiple breakdowns both about his relationship and not on his social media. Granted, we don't know what is all going on behind the scenes of these two's relationship, but from what we have seen objectively is that Ye was kind of acting childish about the situation at hand, and a woman's allowed to divorce if she wants. The question is now, what would the unpredictable Ye do now? We'll never know.
Now, Alec, did you support Kim and Kanye's divorce, or did you like them as a couple?
I felt like Ye was a bit crazy, so I'm glad Kim got some kind of freedom.
For sure. Now, still to come, an interview with Bradley student body president Emma Hoytia, and updates on sports with Nolan.
Plus, stick around to see how Bradley students are feeling about midterms being just around the corner.
I've been having a lot of fun just bonding with our team.
What's really exciting me about Fuse this year is, one, just being able to get to do it, but also being able to kind of get out in the community more.
I feel like Fuse is just really a lot of effort and time into making something that you can be really proud of.
Fuses to me is like this, just the time the department gets to all come together, the IM department, and just create stuff together.
I've seen all the images, I've seen people
collaborating, laughing, having fun together. And I want to be able to do that with like my team, and not only my team, but my users as well.
This is our unique showcase of interactive experiences. The culmination of a year of collaborative effort by the Interactive Media Department, where we partner with the Peoria Riverfront Museum to bring our passions to life. Game, animation, user experience, and art students of all different backgrounds work together to put on the experience of the year. This is our chance to show you what we can do. This is innovation in the making. This is Fuse. We can't wait to see you there.
Time is approaching for the Student Senate election. Sitting with us is Emma Hoytia, Student Body President, to talk with us about the upcoming Student Senate election. Emma, welcome.
Thank you.
The first thing I wanted to ask you is just what is the Student Senate for people who might not be super familiar?
Absolutely. So the Student Senate is the student governing body at Bradley University, and what we have is called shared governance, which is the use of Bradley administration, University Senate, which is comprised of all the faculty and staff, and then Student Senate. And so we are able to kind of voice concerns of students and move upward and look at faculty and staff and talk to administration. We are the direct line of contact between students and administration because we have the most constant contact with them. So we're able to kind of share what's happening on the ground, because really at the end of the day, Bradley administration works for students to make students' lives easier. So we're able to kind of talk with them about what lives are like.
Awesome. And why should a student run for the Senate or even vote for that matter?
Well, being a part of it is really exciting because you're able to get into a specialized committee that really gets you into what interests you on Bradley's campus, whether it's does dining services really make you passionate? Are you upset with the dining halls? Are you really passionate about diversity, equity, and inclusion, and you want to kind of get involved on a student level there? And so getting involved, it's a weekly commitment of about maybe 2 to 3 hours total. You get to show up in business casual, feel like you really are doing something to better the community. And as for voting, it really does matter who's representing you. You know, who represents the student body as a whole, who is a classic Bradley student that really understands what needs to happen on campus. So just kind of being aware of when it's happening and how to vote is really important. Yeah.
Speaking of, what are some of the main dates students should keep an eye out of, and how can you register to vote?
So it's going to come to your email. So voting is super easy. Just look out for a campus-wide email that says Student Senate Voting. It takes 2 seconds. Just vote for the people that you've heard from or that you know, and follow our Instagram to find out who your candidates are and figure out kind of what do they stand for, what are they passionate about. And if you want to run, you have to come to a mandatory meeting, actually this coming Monday or Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. And you can find out all that information on our Instagram at Bradley Senate.
What are some other ways for you to get connected or to find out more information?
So Bradley Senate actually runs Rise of the Red, which if you've seen those red sweatshirts with the Bradley Hall on the front of them, we run that. And so whenever you see on our Instagram that we're handing out free stuff, you can come get a free sweatshirt or blanket or water bottle, and you can come talk to us, find out more there. Or GA happens every Monday at 5 p.m. at the Garrett Center Ballroom, so you can come talk.
Thank you so much, Emma. That is all the time we have. Thank you so much again for informing us about the Senate. If you are interested in running for the election and want to learn more, contact them at bradleyustudentsenate@gmail.com. Most of us on Bradley's campus are familiar with residential life, but there's more to know about being involved.
Bradley University Res Life offers a variety of leadership positions for students willing to get involved. Brody Haynes has been involved as an RA for 2 years, and this year is his first year as Geyser's Hall Director.
So I think Res Life is definitely beneficial for residents because it provides a sense of community on the floor. For me personally, being a part of Res Life, it's helped me get through college and meet new people, and then develop skills that are going to help me in my career, supervising people.
Brody's duties as Hall Director ensure that the community of Geyser runs smoothly.
I'm the community director, so that means I'm in charge of all the programs and making sure those get done. handling all the money for the building, whether it's floor funds or staff funds or like training funds for when RAs are in training. And then I'm in charge of giving out supply boxes so that they have the things they need, and then just being on top of anything that happens in the building and being there to help out.
Many students join Res Life for a variety of different reasons. Ryan Dempsey joined to meet new people.
I wasn't sure how long COVID was going to last, but I still wanted to meet new people. So I figured the best way I could do it is by joining Res Life, and that way I'd get to meet people on staff and also meet a bunch of new people who are my residents.
ARA applications were available and have been closed today at 4 p.m. For BUTV News, I'm Maggie Goff.
As the semester draws closer to spring break, for many, there's one thing that stands in their way: midterms. Reporter Mallory Clark went around to ask students how they are staying on top of studying and how they might be relieving some of their stress.
With midterms coming up, Bradley Braves are buckling down and studying. Let's go talk to some students to see how they're handling their upcoming exams. With midterms underway, do you have any tips for studying?
Oh gosh. First of all, can I hold it?
The best thing I could say is get on it right away.
When I study, having music on in the background, usually calming music helps me. I would say studying in groups.
Go to the library and study.
How are you feeling about midterms? Are you nervous? Are you confident? Why or why not?
Well, I'm obviously stressed because sometimes I get 2 midterms in one day or something like that.
I actually don't know if I have any midterms currently, but I've had my first exam so far and they went pretty well, so I'm feeling pretty confident so far.
My teachers are very helpful, so I can always go to them for help or anything, but I feel pretty confident.
All right, and what do you do to relieve stress when you're studying and you're doing busy? I know you're at late night BU, so that's something fun. Is there anything else fun that you do?
I like to take walks at night.
Definitely go to Markin, shoot around, maybe lift, hang out with my friends.
I'm a huge animal lover, so I have 2 pet bunnies and I have a dog right now, so just hang out with them it just boosts my serotonin and makes me happy.
I watch K-dramas and anime.
Thank you, Nicole. With good advice for studying and relieving stress, it seems like students are ready to tackle their midterms and charge through to spring break. For BUTV News, I'm Mallory Clark.
Stay tuned after the break for some exciting events happening on campus this week. All right. Sweet. Thank you very much.
Yo, Scott.
Hey.
I'm heading out, man. You want to ride?
No, I got my car, but I actually really need to go to the bathroom.
Oh, you know what? I was just in there. The line is 10 people long.
You know, I think I'll just...
Dude, are you okay?
You wouldn't believe what I was just thinking. I am definitely buzzed.
Yeah.
I think I will take this, and I will take that ride home.
Smart man.
Did you see how that dog was looking at me?
Baby, you see, you're so right for me, and I'm right for you. I love the things you do, like sweet tasting wine. Your lips are so divine. Your loving turns me on. My lonely days are gone. That's why I'm never gonna let you go. Never gonna let you go. Babe, I'm never gonna let you go. No, no, never gonna let you go. Baby, never gonna let you go. Never gonna let you go.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back to BUTV. I'm Nolan Bullman, and here are your sports. Highlighting what was a jam-packed week of sports was a men's basketball senior night victory, in which they concluded their regular season with a dominant win over Valparaiso last Saturday. And now, let's get to the action. The energy at Carver was upbeat and lively for Bradley's home crowd. as that's certainly reflected from the team's on-court performance. Freshman Zeke Montgomery here pulls up a three in front of a valuable defender and drains it, while senior Ari Boya slams the alley-oop. The Braves proved solid on both ends of the floor by never giving up their lead. Valpo occasionally hit their marks as sixth-year Aaron Gordon sinks a triple. But as junior Terry Roberts hits fellow junior Malavai Leons to finish a fast break, the Braves' united effort was far beyond what the Beacons could handle. Finally, senior Riley Berger would send the Bradley bench ablaze as he navigates his way towards finally earning his first career points, all in winning style for the 79-55 victory. With the regular season ending, you know what that means? Arch Madness is finally back. Men's basketball finished their season as a 5th seed in the Missouri Valley Conference and will square off against 4th seed Loyola, who are the reigning conference champions. Can Bradley replicate their 2019 and 2020 Arch Madness magic and punch their ticket to the NCAA tournament? They'll begin that quest against the Ramblers on Friday at 2:30 p.m. In other sports, track and field concluded their season in high regard. On top of claiming the conference's men's 3,000-meter championship, freshman Michael Rebello was named the conference's men's most valuable athlete, while on the women's side, fellow freshman Nicola Jansen also made her mark by claiming the conference's 3,000-meter championship as well. With tennis, not one, not two, but 3 weeks in a row has a tandem earned Missouri Valley Conference doubles Team of the Week honors, as juniors Bojano Loiper and Nikki Perlwitz stepped up to the occasion this past weekend against Southern Illinois and Kansas City. Despite the team losing both contests, they'll look to continue to make school history by possibly earning the award for a 4th time with a matchup against Southeast Missouri State this Saturday at 12 p.m. More honors poured through by way of softball as senior Samantha Smith earned Missouri Valley Conference Player of the Week honors, while freshman Abbott Bagley earned Missouri Valley Conference Newcomer of the Week honors. Wrapping up the week, men's and women's golf opened their seasons. The women's team finished 8th at the Rio Verde Invitational, while the men's team finished 4th at the Dove Mountain Intercollegiate. Well, that is all for sports. Now it's time for some campus activity updates. I'm Nolan Bullman. Go Braves!
It takes less than 1 minute to find out if you may have prediabetes. You can do it here. But you probably won't. You're busy. Kids, work, show coming back in 48 seconds. So let's do this now. Hold up 1 finger if you're a man, women, 0. 3 more fingers if you're over 60, 2 over 50, 1 over 40. If you're not sure, keep in mind you're sitting on a couch right now, so 1 more finger if you're not very active. 1 finger if yes, 0 if no. 1 yes, 0 no. Next, find the body type that looks most like you and hold up that many fingers while I look around awkwardly. And that's it. If you're holding up 5 fingers or more, you probably have prediabetes. Sorry to be so blunt, but hey, you're busy. Just go to the site.
Part-time job, full-time hustle, all-time Shiro to all of us. You nurture, we listen. You teach, we thrive. You lift our spirits, but we've got to lay down the truth. It's time for you, our Shiro, to stretch for the stars. A free online chat can give you the personalized tips you need to start boosting your retirement savings today. Start saving more for retirement so you can feel prepared and live your life to the fullest. Visit aceyourretirement.org/Shiro.
Now for some campus events you won't want to miss. Tomorrow, Thursday, March 3rd, the Student Senate will be hosting a forum with Dr. Warren Anderson, Bradley's Vice President of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. The event will take place in the Garrett Center Ballroom at 6 p.m. It is open to all students. The Department of Communication is hosting Scott Meslow as a part of their Spring Speaker Series. Meslow is a senior editor at The Week and will be talking about his book, which touches on the cultural significance of romantic comedies. Come to the GCC, room 126, at 6 Thursday on Tuesday, March 8th, or join via Zoom.
Well, that's all we've got for you tonight on BUTV News. From all of us here, I'm Mark Berger.
And I'm Megan Ruger-Smith. We leave you tonight with a performance from Kiana Baylor. Have a great night.
If you were falling, then I would catch you. You need